Namaste, I'm Archana. A warm welcome to you. In today's practice, we're going to be doing a little of everything: strength, flexibility, balance, and we're going to tie all of this with our breath. So let's begin by coming into a comfortable seated position in Sukhasana or Vajrasana. Keep your back nice and straight, eyes are closed, palms in receiving position, resting on your thighs or your knees. Chin parallel to the earth, and bringing your attention to your breath. Just we're breathing in through our nose and we're breathing out through our nose. After a couple of breaths, as we breathe in, we're going to push our belly forward. As we breathe out, we're going to pull our navel back towards our spine. On the next breath, as we breathe out, we'll chant one round of Om. Feel the vibrations of Om wash all through our body. Now take your hands behind your back. With your left, hold your right wrist. Lean forward. Forehead onto the earth, just offering salutations to Mother Earth. Breathe in. Slowly come up. Hands come in front of our eyes and now gently open your eyes with a few blinks. We're going to begin with some neck movements. Drop our chin to our chest. Gaze at our lap. Just notice how we feel in the back of our necks. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Now bring our gaze forward. Now we're going to do 5 rotations clockwise and anti-clockwise. We'll begin by drawing circles in the air with the tip of our nose. Two more. Just keep breathing in normally. And last one. Now when we go anti-clockwise, if you feel like, you can draw bigger circles with the tip of your chin. Last 2. Eyes can stay closed. And last 1. Now as we breathe in, we're going to take our palms all the way up towards the ceiling and drop our head back. Our gaze is at the ceiling. Notice the stretch in the front of our neck. As we breathe out, just come down. Your fingers just grazing the mat. Once more, breath in, all the way up. Now this time, as we breathe out, we're going to turn towards the right side, right hand. Just behind or next to your right buttock, left hand on your left knee. Parivritta Sukhasana. Stay here, one breath in and out. Remember to keep your spine nice and long. This time, as we breathe in again, take your right hand and stretch it all the way towards the left side of the room. Nice side body stretch. Parshava Sukhasana. And back. Again, breathe in. Reach your hands up. Drop the head back. Gaze towards the ceiling. Breathe out and turn to the other side. One breath in. Breath out. Now the left hand all the way towards the right side of the room. And come back. Now breathe in. Reach your hands up towards the ceiling. Press your fingertips towards the ceiling. Your seat pressing into the mat. Nice space between your lower ribs and your pelvis. Pull and hold. Now as you breathe out, we're going to fold forward. Trying to bring the forehead towards the mat. But you can just stay here. Turn your palms towards the floor or your mat. And drop your head down.
Staying here for one breath in and one breath out. Inhale, maintain that length in your spine, come all the way up, bend your elbows in line with your shoulders, push your arms behind, gaze forward, breathe in. Once again, breath in and breath out. You're trying to push the shoulder blades towards the midline and release your hand. Now we're going to come on to our knees and palms. Your wrist below your shoulder, your knees below your hip, your toes are engaged, palms are nice and wide. Now as we breathe in, drop our belly towards the mat, chin forward, chest forward, and gaze forward. And now as we breathe out, pull the navel in, chin towards the chest, your gaze at your knees. Drop your belly down, but try and keep your core engaged. Pull your navel in. Just creating this nice arch in the back of your, in the small of your back. In your lower back, sorry. Breathe in up and breathe out. And last one. Nicely press into the earth and come back to neutral position. Now I'm going to just stretch my right leg out. My toes are engaged onto the mat. We're just going to rock forward, and as we push back, trying to drop the heel towards the floor or the mat. Notice a nice stretch in the back of your calf. Breath in and breath out. 2 more. And last one. Now take your right foot across the left and turn and look at your foot. Stay here, breathing in. Feel a nice side body stretch all throughout. And if you want to deepen the stretch, you can take your right hand and place it where your left hand was and move the left hand onto the outside of the mat. And just notice the stretch deepening. 2 and 1. Back to center. And just extend your spine. 1 round here. Pithilasana and Marjariasana. Extend the left leg, toes onto the mat. Reach forward and back. 2 and 1. Take the leg across your right. Turn your gaze towards your left foot. And if you want to deepen the stretch, the left hand comes where the right hand was. Turn and look further. 2 and 1. Open your knees wide, just one stretch. You're going to come and rest in extended child pose. Breathe in and breathe out. Engage your toes, bring your knees together, lift it up. We're coming to Parvatasana, mountain pose. Arms and ears in line. Now raise your heels all the way off the mat, your seat towards the ceiling. Breathe in, pull the navel in. And now as you breathe out, come to plank Chaturanga Dandasana. Stay here for 1 breath in and out. Again, pull your navel in, heels off the mat. Press your toes into the earth. Breath in and breath out. One more breath in. Try and remember to keep your navel pulled in and forward. This is great for strength. 2. And again, last time, third time. Lift up. Hold here. Breathe in and out. And then breathe in. All the way to plank pose. Last time, come. See if you can drop your heels. If not, it's totally fine. From here, I'm going to step with my right leg between my palms. Adjust my back leg so that my toes are pointing the long end of the mat. My heel is placed such that if I draw a line, it's going to, from my heel, it's going to join to the center of the arch of my foot. Breathe in and come up. Now we're going to be doing Trikonasana. Arms are in line with our shoulder. We're going to shift our pelvis onto the left side and feel a nice stretch on the inside of our right thigh. So come up. Now just imagine as if someone is trying to pull you towards the right side. Go as deep as you can. Notice the stretch on the inside of your right leg and then drop down. Your hands can come to rest at your ankle or just below your knee. Your left hand is pointing up towards the ceiling. Your gaze can be either at your foot or you can look forward. And if you're comfortable in your neck, look at your fingertips. Look at your left fingertips. Now breathe in, come all the way back. This time, notice if you're slipping, just walk back. Turn towards your right foot. Your left hand comes in the direction of your right foot. You can bend your knees slightly, drop your left hand either on your foot, the inside of your foot or the outside. It's up to you. And now turn and twist and look over towards the back wall and reach your right hand up towards the ceiling. And once you're comfortable, you can slowly straighten your knee, gaze up. 2 and 1. Bend, come all the way up, breathe in, hands come up. Now I'm going to just bend my knee, my right knee, and stack it over my right ankle. Trying to bring my right thigh parallel to the earth. Here I can just place my forearm like I'm creating a cross or a plus sign and reach my left hand up towards the ceiling. You can stay here, but if you think you can go further, drop your hand either to the front or back and get into Parshavkonasana, side angle stretch. Stay here. You're going to go for big circles here. 1 clockwise, 3 clockwise, and 3 anti-clockwise. And now 3 more. 1, 2. You can bend your elbows slightly, trying to bring the shoulder blade towards the midline. And breathe in and come up. I'm just going to point both my toes forward. My heels are behind. We're going to Prasarita Padottanasana. Just a forward bend. Arms in line with our shoulders. We're going to hinge at our hip by pushing our hips behind. Bring our palms to rest on the center of the mat. If possible, your fingertips in line with your toes. Take a deep breath in. Back is nice and straight. Try and maintain that length in your spine. Breath in, and as we breathe out, bringing the crown of the head in the direction of the mat, try to bend the elbow, bringing your abdomen closer to your thigh. Breathe in and breathe out. Notice if you can feel a stretch in the back of your thighs, in your lower back. Bring your attention there. Just breathing into the discomfort and exhaling completely. Last breath in and breathe out. Now slowly keep your gaze open. Keep your eyes open. Press into the earth. Breathe in and up. Now we're going to turn towards the left side of the mat. Breathe in, shift your pelvis towards your right leg. Reach out and drop your hands down. Notice how you feel in your neck. Shoulders stacked one over the other. Breathing in. And breathe out. If you feel a stretch in the back of your leg is fine, but if any pain in your knee, you can always slightly keep your knees bent. And 2. Breathe in, come up. Now bring your right hand in the direction of your left. Parivrtta Trikonasana. Bend your knees. Turn and twist first. Then reach the left hand towards the ceiling. Sometimes our hands are pointing towards the back wall. So what you can do slowly, you can just 1 inch. Try to take it a little further up the wall. And then eventually with a lot of practice, you should be able to get your hands here. Roll the shoulder blades towards the midline. And when you're comfortable, you can straighten your knee. 2 and 1. Breathe in, press into the earth and up. Now knee stacked over your ankle. Your choice, where you want to place your hands. Reach and stretch, hold, breathing in and breathing out. 1 now. Circles in your arms. 1, 2, and 3. Reverse. 1, 2, 3. Press into the mat. Inhale, come up. You can bend your knee. Bring both your feet together. Shake your legs out. Just move your legs. Take a deep breath in. Reach up. Breathe out. Hands come down to prayer. Just try to bring our breath back into a comfortable rhythm. Breath in. And breathe out. This time, as we breathe out, we're going to push our seat behind, fold forward. Padahastasana. You can keep your knees nicely bent here. Stay here, breathing in. And breathe out. Now slowly bend your knees. We're going to go to Utkatasana. Press the feet into the earth. Bring your hands all the way up. Arms in line with your ears. Stay here for 2. Just breath in and out. And last one. And fold forward. Padahastasana. Now we're going to go into a balance pose. Press your feet again. Nice deep squat. Utkatasana, chair pose. Now bring your right hand so that your elbows are in line with your shoulder. Wrap the left around it, either 1 time or 2. You can even also interlace your fingers. Here, push the elbows forward. Press the right foot into the mat. We're going to wrap our left leg across the right. Stay focused at a point. 2 And 1, breathe in, reach up. Breathe out, fold forward. Take a couple of breaths in and out. Once again, we're going into Utkatasana. Press your feet, bend your knees, reach up, chair pose. Breathe in and breathe out. Here, bring your left hand, wrap your right around. Take your right leg and wrap it. Stay focused at a point. Wrap it around, and you can go into your, bend your knees, bend your left knee so you can balance. Press the feet into the earth, elbows forward. If possible, lengthen your spine. 2 and 1. Breathe in, reach up. Breathe out, fold forward. Now we're going to step back, drop our knees into the mat, and come down to lying on our abdomen. You can open your legs wide. Just stack your palms one over the other. You can rest your forehead on your palms. You're going to stay here for a couple of breaths. You can keep your legs wide, the inside of your foot resting on the mat or the floor. Once your breath has returned to its normal rhythm, bring your palms below your shoulder. Legs come together, elbows close to your body. We're just going to breathe in and come up to Bhujangasana. Come to a comfortable point. And now as we breathe out, go down. In case you have any discomfort in the back, just come to a point where you notice the discomfort. Stay here, breathe in for a couple of breaths. 2 and 1. Last time. This can go all the way up. Breath in, elbows bend. Don't lock your elbows, otherwise your shoulders come close to your ears. Keep the elbows nicely bent. Your gaze forward. Now breathe out and down. Now breathe in and slowly come up. And we're going to turn and look over a right shoulder. Look at a right heel. Breathe out. Now breathe in. Look forward. Breathe out. Come down. Once more. Press. Breathe in. Come up. Breathe out. Now turn and look towards your left heel. Breathe in. Gaze forward. And breathe out and down. From here, we're coming into a variation of the extended child pose. Keep our knees nice and wide. Big toes to touch. Here we're going to drop our cheek or chin onto the mat or floor and bring our arms in line with our shoulders. Stay here, breathe in and out. Turn to the other side for a couple of breaths. And breathe out. Come back. Swing your legs in front of you. Back is nice and straight. In case you're rounding your back, you can use a pillow to prop yourself up. Or the other thing you can do is press your palms onto the mat. Push your seat slightly behind.
See that there's enough length in your spine. Reach your hands up towards the ceiling. From Dandasana, we're going to go to Paschimottanasana, forward fold, seated forward fold. Now, reach your fingertips towards the ceiling, nice length in your spine. And now as we breathe out, we're going to keep our gaze forward. You can either hold on to your toes, ankles, just breathing in. And as you breathe out, here you're trying to bring your belly close to your thigh. Breath in and breath out. This time, as we breathe out, we're dropping our chin to the chest, the crown of the head in the direction of our knees. 2. And 1. Breathe in, reach your hands up, breathe out, hands come down. Now bend your knees, right knee as well as your left. We're going to go to Navkasana. Just adjust. Now bring your hands, palms onto your knees and just lean back so that your elbows straighten. Stay here. You may notice your core already engaged. If this is good enough for you, just stay here. So if you who want to, can lift your right leg slightly off the mat and your left. You can hold the back of your thighs, breathing in and out for 3. If you want to, you can also straighten your arms. Notice how you feel. 2. For some of you, you can even straighten your knees. And 1. Slowly drop your legs. Keep your legs nice and wide. Drop your forehead in the direction of the knees. Stay here, breathe in and breathe out. Now we're going to come down to lying. Just slightly. Lie down on your back. Bend both your knees. Hug your knees towards your chest. Just rock side to side. You can also hold the back of your thighs and rock. Now here, I'm going to straighten my left leg. Keep my right knee bent. Bring my chin towards my knee. You can just be here. Just don't do this. Like, don't tuck your chin into your chest because you're going to strain the back of your neck. Here, come up. Now as you breathe in, alternate the legs. Breathe out, chin towards the left. Here, you can also drop your feet to the floor or keep your core engaged at all time by keeping it here. Sometimes even because of long hours of sitting, we have this tightness in this region. So our legs tends to stay up. So notice how you feel. Here, come up. And here, you can also drop your head all the way back. Breathe out. Here, breathe in, drop your head. Breathe out. Maybe 3 more. You feel it in your abdomen. And last one. Just one thing to remember is to try and keep your lower back, always in contact with your mat. Hug both your knees. Drop your feet onto the mat, nice and wide. Half your heel and your big toe is on the mat. The other part of your foot is on the floor. You can bring your arms in line with your shoulder like the letter T,
or you can bend it at your elbows with your fingers pointing onto the floor behind you. Now drop to the right. We're just going to be moving through the windshield wiper. 2. Just one more on each side. Notice how you feel in your lower back. Now drop your knees to the right side. Take your right foot and place it on your left thigh. Now what you can do here is take your left hand, straighten the elbow and stretch your hands in the direction of the floor behind you or the wall behind you. 2. So you can notice the stretch, not just at your waist, moving all the way up. And 1. Release. Drop it to the other side. Reach the hand up. Breathe into the stretch. 2. And 1. Bring your knees to touch. Slowly straighten both your legs. Interlace your fingers and stretch your arms away from the crown of the head and point your toes away from you. Notice the whole body stretch. Staying here, breathing in and out for 1 and 2. As you breathe out, just collapse your whole body onto the mat. Your legs nice and wide. You can spread your arms out. Supta Uttita Tadasana. Keep breathing in through your nose and out through your nose. Just noticing the movement happening at your belly or at your chest. You're not trying to change anything here. You're going to be breathing in. This time as we breathe in, we're trying to push our navel. Now as we breathe in, we're going to bring our belly up towards the ceiling. And as we breathe out, we're going to let the whole body collapse into the mat. 2 more rounds. And last one. You can continue to lie down here. Thank you so much for joining me in today's practice. I hope this video was helpful. For more content like this, please like and subscribe. And if you have any questions or queries, you can always write to me in the comments below. Namaste.